Should I see a movie this weekend? This is as good as a movie can get, and it's so great that they're still making these kinds of movies. It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker. Hi everybody, my name is Tim Heidecker, and you're watching On Cinema at the Cinema. It's a show where we talk about movies and review movies. Apologies again for last week. I'll get into it with you. My guest is Greg Turkington.
Hey guys, glad to be here to enlighten you all again about the newest movies.
And sorry to say that Ayaka has returned to her homeland of Japan because of a visa issue, and very, very sad to see her go. And upon further reflection, I think she's a sweet girl, and we really did have a lot of fun together. And I think the age difference and the cultural difference was just too vast. I just could. There were a lot of times I couldn't understand what she was saying, and I think she was so young and so immature about a lot of things. And coming out of a divorce and everything I've been through the past year she wasn't the right fit for me. And I had her parents. I mean, the whole thing with people from Japan calling me and trying to get her home.
Not really an expert in movies either. I mean, everyone loves movies and people go to movies for fun, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I wouldn't call her an expert.
Definitely not. And when I find out who did that to your airheads, somebody here in this crew, it'll be hell to pay.
Well, I think I know who did it, but I got another copy of the movie. That's the good news, and it was easy.
Well, because this is my show, I'm covering it. I'm going to pay you for that.
It was only $4.
It's fine. I'll give you $4. I'll give you $5.
There wasn't any tax because I got it on the internet.
Okay. Well, I'm saying I'm not going to give you 4 ones. I'll give you a 5, and you can keep it for your trouble. I apologize. Sick of doing that. But I mean it.
No, I accept the apology. And one thing I agree with Ayaka on, maybe the only thing, is that Airheads is a good movie. So that was a good choice. It's just too bad that she had to steal it.
Okay. Listen, nobody knows who stole it, if anybody even did steal it and do it.
Well, 2 people know, but...
Let's let the police figure that out. All right. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. It's old news. We're here to talk about this is our season finale. We're here to talk about movies. And this week we got a big one coming out called Riddick. Directed by David Twohy. T-W-O-H-Y. What the hell? How do you pronounce that? Twohy.
Twee.
David Twohy.
I killed Tweety Bird from the Warner Brothers cartoons.
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Okay. Actor Vin Diesel, we know who he is. And Carl Urban's Katie Skakoff, David Bastidida, David Bayust, Katie Sackhoff, and Vin Diesel. Left for Dead, Riddick finds himself up against an alien race of predators, activating an emergency beacon alert 2 ships, one carrying a new breed of mercenary, the other captained by a man from Riddick's past. So this is another great Riddick movie. I love this movie. I love Riddick. I think it's one of those great franchises that you have, like Indiana Jones and Jack Reacher and
Hobbit, Jaws, Star Wars, Star Trek, James Bond.
And Fast and Furious.
The
Smurfs.
The Twilight movies are very popular. Harry Potter. Harry Potter is another big series that really, without it, a lot of the smaller movies like Riddick wouldn't be able to get made.
Yeah, interesting. I agree. I think Riddick reminded me of that old story of the little engine that could. It's that movie that everybody believed in enough to happen. And I love action. I love sci-fi. And when you combine those two with Vin Diesel and Carl Urban, then boy, you got a hit.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen all the Vin Diesel, well, I've seen a lot of movies, but I've seen all the Vin Diesel movies. I would rank this among his top 3. And that's really saying something because he's made dozens of movies.
I would give it 4 bags of popcorn and 1 gallon of soda.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you, but instead of the soda, I'd make that a 5th bag of popcorn, and I'd throw in an iron fist, because this movie is exciting.
Wow. All right, well, listen, that is pretty much it for us this season.
Aren't we gonna do a second movie?
Go check. No, there's no other movies this weekend. Go check out our app on the App Store. If you want to look for an app, it's under On Cinema, and it's a great app. It's the 2013 On Cinema Film Guide, and that includes basically every movie there ever was, and with reviews from us and a lot of great options. You could check that out on the web. It's just type in On Cinema app.
It's fun because you're getting hundreds of years worth of movie viewing combined into one little 99-cent app. So it's a bargain.
And pick up the mug so you can sit at home, watch listen to the podcast, watch the at the cinema broadcast, listen to use the app, and drink a hot cup of coffee. Thanks for all your support, and Greg, good luck with the 500 movies in 500 days.
Yeah, I wanted to do a brief update for the viewers because a lot of people are asking me about this. I am working to get in the Guinness Book of World Records, as you know.
You're going to be in the 500
movies in 500 days. We are 35 days in, and I am ahead of schedule. I'm at 51 movies. Okay. So I'm 16 movies ahead of schedule, which means I could take a break if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'm going to keep watching them. I want to make sure I break this record. I'll show you right now, the last 3 days, I watched City by the Sea, which is kind of a modern classic.
Well, anything with De Niro in it, huh?
Well, it's one of his best. I bet you out of the 500 movies I watch, I bet 50 of them star Robert De Niro, because he's made that many, and they're just that good. Another one that I watched, Sandra Bullock and Ben Affleck in Forces of Nature, which I hadn't heard of before. And
little chick flick, huh?
It's interesting. I'll leave it at that. It's interesting. IQ with Meg Ryan, Tim Robbins, and the great Walter Matthau, the original Odd Couple, is back in IQ. And of course, you could see Walter Matthau is playing Albert Einstein. So this is a thinking man's film, and I enjoyed it. These are the type of films that I'm trying to get more of in order to reach my goal of 500 movies in 500 days. And so it does take money to do something like this, to make that dream happen, to help pay for the movies, to help pay for the popcorn, the parking, and for getting the word out. So we've put together sort of a Kickstarter campaign.
Oh, cool.
Kind of a fund. If you want to be part of history, help me make history, and make yourself part of history in the process, you can donate to my fund.
Okay.
And I think we're going to get there. Your name won't. I want to clarify one thing. Your name won't be in the Guinness Book of World Records. They can only put the actual award winner in the book. But I will send you a certificate of thanks and some other goodies. The actual 500 movies, we will be saving them, signing them, and sending them with a copy of the page from the Guinness Book, photocopied and framed for you. So that's one of the perks that we have. It's a good cause to contribute to.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So you go to Kickstarter.com and type in 500 movies in 500 days?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the exact address is. It's on the bottom of the screen right now.
Okay.
And it would really mean a lot to me. If you've ever gotten something out of this show, pay it forward and help out with this campaign.
Okay, well, go check it out. I'd love to support that. And thanks again for everything you've done, and for your friendship, and congratulations on everything with this contest you're involved with. It's very cool.
Well, it's not a contest, it's a world record.
All right. Anyway, it is neat that you're doing that. I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm going to go on the Kickstarter and donate some money to that tonight.
Mm-hmm. Or if you have any movies, you can just send the movies, and I'll watch those. I prefer the cash because it's just less wasteful.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching. I've not seen this one yet. Forces, can I borrow this?
Yeah, well, it's not very good. It says on the front, outrageously funny, but it's not.
It doesn't look that good.